All right, hello. Welcome to Heal and Ascend Tarot. So I hope everyone is doing well. We're going to take a look at the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine. So let's see what is going on. All right. So what is going on here, Spirit? So we're going to start with the Divine Masculine and see. Ooh. Okay, so we have the Dark Night of the Soul. I'm just going to grab a tarot deck as well. So we have the Dark Night of the Soul for the Divine Masculine, okay? So if anyone is on a spiritual journey and understands, I'm sure you guys are if you're here right now, but the Dark Night of the Soul is terrifying, right? The Dark Night of the Soul is the death of the ego. So the Divine Masculine could be going through a lot right now, going through a lot of shifts, going through a lot of changes, maybe feeling like he's in the darkness right now, not really seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, okay? So let's see. So just in general, Spirit, what's going on with the Divine Masculine at this time? The Three of Wands. Yeah, I feel like even the Three of Wands is a card of waiting, a card of like having some sort of expectations or looking to the future. But I feel like the Divine Masculine is looking to the future and not seeing much hope for the future right now. Okay, so it could just be a mentality that Divine Masculine is dealing with. This is just in general, keep this in mind. It may not be in relation to the feminine. We will take a look at that in a moment, but there is this energy where the Divine Masculine is looking out to the future and feeling kind of hopeless about it, or feeling a sense of maybe expectations that have not been fulfilled as well, okay? So maybe hoping for something to happen, but it hasn't happened yet. So there's kind of this darkness that's overtaking the masculine. And I'm also getting some jealousy coming up here as well. We have the Queen of Wands in reverse. So for those of you who know me as a reader, that card always indicates someone who is dealing with some jealous issues or envious, which is interesting because that came up in the reading I did about, are you on the right path? And I was saying that either you're jealous or you might have someone around you who's jealous, so could possibly be picking up on that. But I am seeing that the Divine Masculine is also dealing, in terms of the Dark Night of the Soul, with some stuff related to jealousy as well, okay? Let's grab one more. The Magician, okay? Yeah, so the Divine Masculine is really trying to create things right now in his life. Really trying to manifest things, really trying to get things into fruition. And this could be what's happening. Like with the Three of Wands, this is about waiting for something to come in, waiting for your ships to come in, waiting for something to arrive, maybe something you've been trying to create in your life. And there's this energy where possibly the Divine Masculine is hitting like a wall and feeling very down about this, which is triggering this Dark Night of the Soul energy. Okay? All right. So what is the Divine Masculine's energy, Spirit, towards the feminine at this time? What is the Divine Masculine's energy towards the feminine? The Seven of Wands, the Five of Pentacles. What is the Divine Masculine's energy towards the Divine Feminine? The Queen of Wands. And the Five of Wands in reverse. Okay, so there we have the Queen of Wands under the Queen of Wands. So it could be jealousy towards the feminine as well, because we do have it falling out right underneath. The feminine, or the Divine Masculine, is seeing the feminine right now is very confident, very beautiful. The Queen of Wands is always my card of someone who's just standing in their power, okay? And then with the Seven of Wands, I am getting that the Divine Masculine is a bit defensive right now when it comes to the feminine, because he is feeling out in the cold or feeling very much abandoned. Five of Pentacles, and this could be leading to that Dark Night of the Soul energy. Oh, can you guys see? There we go. Is that better? Okay. Let's get some candle action up in here. Okay. So yeah, so it seems like the Divine Masculine, because of this Dark Night of the Soul energy, does have his defenses up a bit with the Seven of Wands. He is feeling out in the cold, feeling a sense of abandonment, seeing the feminine maybe just kind of doing her thing, because we have the Queen of Wands who's not even looking. She's just looking ahead. If you notice, this Queen of Wands is just looking straight ahead. Okay, so the Divine Masculine might be seeing the Divine Feminine is just kind of doing her own thing, not being really too bothered or fazed by the Divine Masculine. And so I feel like the Masculine specifically, when it comes to creation, when it comes to manifesting things in his life, he's dealing with some sort of internal conflict, because we do have the Five of Wands coming through in reverse. Okay, so there is definitely an internal conflict going on with the Divine Masculine. Let's see why the Five of Pentacles is here. Why is the Five of Pentacles here? The King of Cups. Yeah, so the Divine Masculine is feeling this love for the feminine, feeling, you know, the King of Cups is always my card of someone who is deeply in love. You know, there are a lot of Cups energy. You have the Page of Cups, the Knight of Cups, the Queen of Cups, but the King of Cups is like a love that has matured. It's like a love that has built. And something that is very deep rooted. Okay, so I feel like the Divine Masculine is feeling a lot of deep love for the feminine at this point in time, but because of the energy that the feminine is in, or if you guys are in a separation here, the Divine Masculine is feeling very much abandoned by the feminine, or very much out in the cold right now. Okay, let's clarify this Dark Night of the Soul energy. The Five of Swords. So all of this deceptive energy that the Divine Masculine has been in, so for those of you who are familiar with the journey, it is very common for the Divine Masculine to step into this very petty energy. This is ego. So this is, I always look at the Five of Swords as survival mode. I just looked up and it was 555, so that could be significant for some of you guys. Definitely talks about changes, okay? So there's a lot of changes going on within the general collective, but I'm seeing with the Five of Swords, this is indicating to me that this is survival mode. Okay, yeah, so this is survival mode. So this is someone who is solely just living through their ego and trying to one up people, just trying to, it's like wanting to win at all costs, and it's literally stabbing people in the back or deceiving people because your main focus is to win, or your main focus is to keep your ego in check. So I think with this coming out, the Dark Night of the Soul, this is actually, even though this might be difficult for the Divine Masculine, this is a very, very positive change that the Divine Masculine has to go through. But I'm seeing that he's having to face his deceptive ways, having to face all of the decisions that he's made through strengthening that ego, strengthening that egoic self, okay? Because the Five of Swords is someone who's just trying to get back at someone who is just, you know, deceiving. It's all about self-interest. The Divine Masculine is having to face this energy head on. And that could be why there is a lot of jealousy coming through, especially if the Divine Feminine is just not fazed by the Masculine right now, because that's what I'm getting with the Queen of Wands. We will take a look at her energy specifically, but I just keep seeing this Queen of Wands who's just looking straight forward. And the Divine Masculine is now having to face his deceptive ways. So if there's any lying, any cheating, any manipulation, all of this stuff is coming up to the surface, and the Divine Masculine is feeling it right now, okay? Let's grab another card, and then we'll move on to the Feminine. So what else do we need to know about the Divine Masculine right now, Spirit? What else do we need to know? See, exactly. We have the mask, okay? So the Divine Masculine has not been honest. You know, he's been wearing a mask, maybe with the feminine, maybe with other people in his life. He hasn't been completely honest about himself, or has been hiding things. But again, this kind of lends to the deception, right? Someone who's not being honest with themselves or being honest with other people. So let's clarify. Why is the mask coming through? Why is the mask coming through? The King of Swords. So the Divine Masculine has put up this front of being very guarded, very closed off, and this is all a front, right? This is all to guard what's actually going on, which is the King of Cups, which is this deep love. So the Divine Masculine is now having to see the error here of like almost dealing with the consequences of putting up this wall or this front, right? Acting like you don't feel anything, acting like you don't care, acting like none of this phases you. It's now hitting the Divine Masculine, okay? I'm not exactly sure what's going on within your specific dynamic, but when I'm getting the 555, I feel like there's been a change here. So we will take a look at the feminine's energies, but something has hit the masculine to trigger the Dark Night of the Soul. That doesn't just happen for no reason. There's been a trigger to get the Divine Masculine to the Dark Night of the Soul energy. And there's kind of this awareness that he has been putting up a mask, or he has been guarding himself, or not being completely honest, okay? Like putting up a front of not caring or not being interested, especially with the Seven of Wands. This is someone who's very much guarding their heart, okay? And it could be a self-protection thing. The Divine Masculine could very well be doing this because of self-protection, because of not wanting to get hurt. But what happens when you put yourself in that position is then you also don't open yourself up to what you truly desire, which can leave you feeling very unfulfilled, okay? All right, so let's move on to the Divine Feminine and see where is she at on her journey, okay? If this is resonating with you guys, definitely leave a comment down below. I know it's been a little bit since I've done the Twin Flames reading, but I was looking back at some of my old videos and I was reading some of the comments, and I feel like it's a good, when I put out these videos of the DMDS, I feel like it brings in a lot of divine feminines who are on the journey. So regardless of like whether you want to put the label on or not, in terms of just getting videos out, I think it's a good way to you know, draw in divine feminines who are on that journey, who are needing that message at that time. So I might start doing that again, just because the reason why I stopped is because I feel like, you know, the label in itself can mess you up. The label can cause so much attachment. Like when you get so fixated on, this is my divine masculine, you can become very attached. But once you reach that level of your journey where you've let go a lot of the attachments, I don't really think the label, it doesn't really matter. And you'll know that too. Once you get to that phase on your journey, you don't even care about the label. It doesn't really matter to you anymore. Because you learn that the journey is about yourself anyway. So let's take a look and see. So what's going on here? All right, so Spirit, tell me about the divine feminine at this time. What is going on with the divine feminine? We have compromise, okay? So the divine feminine right now is thinking about, you know, being fair, being compromising. This could be other areas in her life, like compromising with other people. Maybe there's been points in her life where she wasn't. This could also indicate that she's at a place where she's wanting equal give and take, okay? So for some of you guys, maybe you don't give enough, but some of you guys, maybe you've been over giving. So now you're coming to this place where when it comes to your relationships, or even when it comes to the divine masculine, you're wanting things to be fair. You're wanting there to be an equal give and take, a compromise, okay? Which is good. This is all about balance. So let's take a look. What's going on with the divine feminine at this time, Spirit? Queen of Cups in reverse. The Eight of Pentacles in reverse. The Four of Cups. Okay, so interesting. We have a lot of Cups energy, so the feminine is definitely in her emotions right now. There could be a little bit of an emotional imbalance right now with the feminine. If you guys are feeling really sensitive, Queen of Cups reverse, this is someone who could be easily triggered right now, or just feeling very sensitive to the things around her, okay? I feel like with the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, because this is your energy just in regards to your own life, the Eight of Pentacles reverse would indicate to me that you are focusing on yourself. Like this is about working on yourself. Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Especially if you guys have been noticing that you're very emotional lately, you might be putting in that effort and that time into yourself, okay? The Four of Cups is really interesting. There could be some area of the feminine's life where she is feeling kind of unfulfilled, but some of you guys, this could be that you are in this place of rejecting any offers that don't interest you, or any offers that aren't balance. Because if we have this, like we have this compromise card, right? So the feminine is coming into this energy of realizing that she wants to value relationships that are fair. Like she wants to value relationships that are equal give and take. She doesn't want to be drained. Queen of Cups reverse, because I think a lot of you guys maybe have felt drained because maybe you've given too much to people and it's depleted your own energy. So I feel like the feminine is in this energy of rejecting offers right now. Not wanting to take in anything that is going to create more imbalance in her life, okay? Queen of Cups reverse. So, which is good. For some of you guys, though, I am getting a message that maybe there's some area of your life where you're not feeling fulfilled, okay? Like there could be a sense of boredom in some area of your life. So that's something I'm also getting. So take it how it resonates, whichever storyline for you, because this is general, okay? So let's take a look and see, how is the feminine feeling towards the divine masculine at this time? The Magician in reverse. So we have a card of manipulation here. How is the divine feminine feeling about the divine masculine at this time, Spirit? Wow, the Queen of Swords in reverse. Okay. There's a very cold energy right now towards the masculine. Yeah, very emotionally closed off, guys. So look at this. We have the Queen of Cups reverse as your energy, and then we have the King of Cups reverse. So it's almost like there's kind of a mirroring energy going on with this emotional imbalance, or I feel like towards the masculine, you guys are very closed off emotionally. You might have cut out the masculine, Queen of Swords reverse, or there's a harsh energy. Sometimes the Queen of Swords is good because the Queen of Swords can set boundaries, but in reverse, this is cold. Now, the reason why you guys are in this energy towards the masculine is because you could have been coming from a place of being emotionally sensitive or imbalanced, okay? Queen of Cups reversed with the Queen of Swords reversed. If you are very sensitive or you're very hurt by something, like I said, some of you guys might have been triggered by something, and the Queen of Swords in reverse, you might have acted in a way that you cut your divine masculine out or said something really cold or harsh, but it was coming from this place of being really emotionally upset about something or just not getting your emotions in balance before you acted, okay? Now the Magician in reverse would indicate to me this is all coming down to manipulation. So the feminine could have felt very much manipulated by the masculine, which is why she's in this energy of really valuing compromise, really valuing relationships that are equal give and take. Now, even the feminine right now is really feeling this lack of commitment from the divine masculine, but this is your energy. So I'm getting this energy where you're not even wanting this commitment with the divine masculine right now. That's what it's telling me, okay? If this doesn't resonate with you, then this might not be your reading, but this is what it's telling me. 10 of Pentacles reverse would indicate to me that you've cut your divine masculine out because of some sort of manipulation. You're not even interested in commitment right now because you guys are focusing on working on yourself, which is good. 8 of Pentacles in reverse. You guys are in this energy of not even really being bothered by the commitment, or maybe not even being stressed out about some sort of commitment with the divine masculine, or even worrying about it, because you're focusing on working on yourself, okay? So remember what I was saying about how you guys are in this energy of rejecting offers? We have the 4 of Cups, and under that we have the King of Cups reversed. So like I said, if you're dealing with a divine masculine who's been very emotionally unavailable, or if you feel like there's been some emotional toxicity to the connection with your divine masculine, you guys are rejecting this energy. Now, I have to say this, I'm gonna put this kind of little caveat in this because I feel like you're on the right path of wanting to like have people treat you fairly, of working on yourself, rejecting offers that don't serve you. Just be careful about how you go about it, okay? Because I feel like make sure you're balanced before you act, because there's a difference between setting boundaries where you're responding and you're reacting. So I'm getting a bit of a reactionary energy, especially with the Queen of Swords in reverse. So I think it's good that you're wanting to work on yourself and rejecting offers that you don't feel align with you, but make sure you balance out your energy before you act, because you don't want to set boundaries out of a fear energy. You want to set boundaries from a loving place, okay? So let's see, let's grab one other card for the Divine Feminine. Okay, so what do we have here? Let's get one other card for the Divine Feminine. Spirit, what do we need to know? Okay, see, yeah, exactly. So healing, that's what the key is for the feminine. Like the feminine is needing to heal. And so if you are feeling very emotional and maybe upset about things, and maybe you've acted in a harsh way, the more you heal yourself, the more balanced you're gonna become. And I wanna say, like, I really wanna say that if you are in this energy of working on yourself and rejecting offers that don't align with you, that is a good thing. That is a positive thing. Just also keep in mind that, like, ask yourself, am I doing this out of fear or am I doing this out of love? And the way you react or respond to things is also important, okay? So it's not just the act of doing something, it's how you do it as well. Because you can reject your divine masculine's offers in a loving way, right? You don't have to do it in a hateful or angry way. You can do it in a loving way and just say, you know, I don't feel this aligns with me, and walk away from the situation. It doesn't have to be in a very aggressive way. However, until you actually fully heal, it'll be hard to do that. So let's clarify this. Healing, but this is good. So the feminine is in this place of healing. Yeah, so there's been some sadness here, guys. You guys are overcoming, you know, a feeling of loss. Some of you guys might have had expectations of this connection, or feeling like there was something you didn't necessarily get, or there's just a sense of sadness related to the connection. And I feel like you guys are healing from this. You're overcoming this sadness. It might take time, but you guys are doing it. And look at this, notice the 5, right? So we had the 5, remember I was saying we had 5, 5, 5, and then we had the 5 of Swords, and now we're getting the 5 of Cups. So like I said, there's a lot of changes going on within the general collective right now when it comes to twin flames. It might be a bit of a tough time. I think the divine masculine is going through it a little bit more than the feminine, because the feminine is kind of on the other side. So it's like the divine masculine is just entering that dark night of the soul, whereas the feminine is kind of pulling herself out of that energy and healing herself, okay? But it's good because as you pull yourself out, as you heal, you also bring your divine masculine with you. You drag them out of that energy as well, but they also have to go through it because it's their journey as well, okay? So I do hope that this reading was helpful. If you guys want to book your own personal twin flame reading, all of my information is down below, but I also do general soulmate readings. And if you are interested, I have a TF course which explains the push-pull dynamic, okay? So that's down below as well. So I'm sending you absolute love and light, and I wish you all of the best on your journeys. Take care.